Hey, what's going on, Ragers? It is Mastermind coming to you once again. So this has been a video long time coming. I've been talking about it to myself for quite some time now. I've been telling a lot of friends that I've been gonna end up doing this here, and I thought now it's time to nut up or shut up and just fucking make the video. So here's what's going on, guys. This video is all about portaling in Splitgate. Okay, I have seen so many people that just either refuse to learn the mechanic or get confused by the mechanic of how to actually portal in this game, and it is causing a major skill gap from new players to veteran players. And new players, they're leaving the game, and that is unacceptable. This is an awesome game. It deserves the respect that the developers have put into it, and I want to see new players flourish and get good and understand exactly what's going on and how to master these mechanics. Okay, so this whole video is going to be a breakdown from start to finish on everything that you need to know and everything that you need to learn in order to be really good at portaling. Okay, I am level 470 something. I have like over 800 something hours in this game, guys. I know every mechanic as for portaling that has been created as of right now or has been found out. So I am, in my opinion, I'm more than qualified in order to teach anybody how to portal. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna get some beginner lessons done and out of the way for any of my new players coming in who need to learn the basics of portaling and understanding where to go and how to use your portals properly and efficiently. So we're gonna get started on that. If you consider yourself a more intermediate player, I will have an annotation in the video to skip ahead, and in order to jump forward, so that you can hit the intermediate section and learn how to triple portal, which we will be touching on there. We will also be covering some more advanced stuff, talking about rotations throughout maps and how to rotate and portal orientation, etc. So definitely stick around, and if you're more advanced, go ahead and click that portion if you don't know rotations yet. If you're intermediate, click the annotation, make sure that you go to the correct spot. But beginners, here we go. Let's get started, shall we? Alright, beginners, so this is how we're going to start off on this one. If you have either just arrived to the game or you've been playing for a couple days and you're starting to really like the game, starting to like the gunplay and the mechanics, the maps, etc., I want to help you here. I want to get you guys a step up. We're going to start off by talking about some keybinds, okay? Console players, I apologize. I do play on PC. But I can help you a little bit here and there with a couple different things. I do have a lot of controller player friends, so they've passed on their input to me, and I've passed on some input to them, so we kind of bounce off of each other here, and I'll help you guys out as much as I possibly can. As for the keybinds, the portaling, it's going to be the same across the board, PC to console, alright? So bear that in mind. PC players, let's get into this here for some keybinds. First things first. If you have your keybinds for your portals set to Q and E, you need to stop. You need to just absolutely stop that. I know that's going to be very hard for some of you to do. You're probably used to it already. Even if you're intermediate, you need to just not use Q and E for your portaling. It's too slow. You're not going to be able to do the more advanced mechanics. So I'm telling you that now. You need to learn to rebind your keys. As a tip, and for what I do, I have both of my portals, my purple and my yellow, bound to the side mouse buttons. Some people don't have side mouse buttons. If you do, rebind it. It is a godsend. It is going to help you portal extremely fast and extremely effectively. So bear that in mind. Go through, take this time, rebind your keys. Pause the video if you have to. Go ahead and rebind your keys. Q and E, no more. I have my melee on E and Q does nothing. So definitely rebind your keys to the side mouse buttons if you got them, and we will get started on this, okay? So hopefully you guys rebound your keys. Starting here, this is the main mistake that I see a lot of new players make here. When spawning into a match, I typically play 3v3s. That's where a lot of this is going to come in handy, but it's going to come in handy no matter what map you play on, whether it's 4v4s, 3v3s, 2v2s, etc. I'm seeing a lot of new players place the first portal that they place down is the one closest to them. Then they place where they want to go. All right, this causes you to take way more time than you have to take in order to start the actual match. When you spawn in and you have a countdown, you should already be looking to where you want to teleport to, whatever wall you're going to, and you're going to throw your destination portal first. The portal where you want to go to, so your destination. All right, so always start off by throwing your destination first, and then throw down your entrance portal that you're used to get to your destination on the wall closest to you. Doesn't matter if you have to turn around 180 degrees right in spawn, it's still faster than running to this wall or this wall, okay? So definitely put your entrance portal to the closest, most comfortable wall to you, and you will immediately travel through that portal to your destination, okay? That's first rule of thumb. Destination portal, then entrance portal. Now, the maps in Splitgate are all symmetrical. You got a spawn down there, a spawn down there, a spawn down there, and a spawn down there. They're all marked out by colors, so you got red spawn, blue spawn, green spawn, and yellow spawn. 9 times out of 10, people will be making callouts based on color. So keep that in mind when you're starting to portal to different areas. If somebody makes a callout to red spawn and you're in blue spawn, you're able to come up, depending on the map, and you're able to portal down to the red spawn and take a fight. Okay? Yet again, it's always destination portal, entrance portal. Okay? Don't ever forget that. It is the most useful tool in your arsenal, especially when you start to learn how to teleport behind people. When in combat, portaling behind people is the fastest way to get a kill, and it's the most effective. Alright? Let's say there is somebody up top on this little platform up here that is shooting down at me. While I am shooting at them, I'm going to be walking towards my closest portal wall, thinking about if there's a portal wall behind them while I'm shooting at them, okay? By the time I get close enough to a wall next to me, I'm going to end up shooting a portal and getting right behind them. This is where the side mouse buttons come in very, very handy. You don't have to take your fingers off of WASD or off of your sticks while you're moving around. I know a lot of controller players will use just the default LB, RB, RS, LS bumpers. Or is it? Yeah, it's bumpers. Yep. So a lot of people will use the bumpers, which is perfectly fine. I think that's just fine as is. But for my PC players, Q and E, you got to take your fingers off of A and D, so you can't side strafe. So that's one big reason as to why you need to rebind your keys to your mouse. All right. Yet again, same thing. So if somebody's shooting at me from down there and I'm up here, I'm gonna portal behind them, right? Destination portal first, always. Always destination portal first. The reason being is because I don't break line of sight with this target. If I place down this portal first, I'm shooting, placing down this portal, coming back, trying to shoot at them, placing down my destination and coming through. You break line of sight too often with your enemies. So always destination entrance, alright? Yet again, it's going to be the foundation of everything that we do here up until the intermediate. Guys, those are really the fundamentals of portaling. The things that you really need to work on as a beginner in this game is portaling behind people, placing your destination portal first and your entrance portal second, and also being able to either alternate your portals or shoot the same portal over again to your destination. I will always use my purple portal as my destination portal and my yellow portal as my entrance. But I can alternate these portals. As you see, I shot my yellow portal down there. My purple portal is still open. I can alternate these portals just as fast as I can shoot the other portal. So I can always shoot my purple now. I can always do this just as fast as alternating. Now I'm switching back to alternating my portal color. Now I'm switching back to whatever. It doesn't matter. You need to be proficient at both of them in order to get that muscle memory down and start building up your portal ability. All right, making sure that you can move around the map very quickly, not being able to mess up your portals every time you're portaling. So guys, practice that as a beginner. Practice your placing down your destination portal first, then your entrance portal. Practice portaling behind people, and practice alternating your portals back and forth depending on the color that you're standing next to. All of these things are going to help build muscle memory and to help you gain an advantage in your one-on-one fights or one-on-two fights, okay? So keep those stuff in mind, and we are going to start falling into the intermediate side of things, guys. All right, intermediate players. So we are going to start off this. This is basically the foundation of everything Splitgate at this point for portaling. This is triple portaling. This is where I'm going to teach you guys the fundamentals of triple portaling, how to build your muscle memory very quickly. And we're going to talk about different pathing and break down triple portaling into two different categories here. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start off with what is triple portaling. Triple portaling or portal chaining, which is what it's also called, is traveling the map from either one spawn to another or point A to point B while you're in your portals. Just being able to portal from one side of the map very quickly with using less portals. What I mean by this is this. So I'm going to show you this here. I'm going to shoot a portal up to the side. I'm going to shoot a portal up to the side wall. As you see, I'm not actually standing on the floor. I'm standing in my portal here, okay? I'm standing in my purple portal, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my yellow portal up to the next available wall. And I'm going to look through. As you see, my yellow portal is now up here instead of down here. I'm going to show you that again. Put my yellow portal back down here. You can see the spawn. You can see the spawn. I'm going to shoot my yellow portal back up to this wall. As you see, I'm now on the top wall through my yellow portal. All I have to do is side strafe into my yellow portal without falling out, of course. And I'm going to look to another wall here. I'm standing in my yellow, so I'm going to place the opposite colored portal, which is my purple. I'm going to strafe through again. I can find a new wall, place down my yellow portal. It's the same thing over and over again, guys. When done quickly, you can traverse the map very effectively. All right, you can get from one spawn to the other. You can get from point A to point B, rotate back to teammates, rotate to a gun, etc. It is the fastest form of movement in the game, and everybody intermediate and up should know how to triple portal. So I'm going to teach you, whether you were just in the basics and you just watched that portion of the video, or you're intermediate now and you are sitting down here to learn how to triple portal. Let's learn how to master triple portaling very quickly, okay? So we're going to actually start by heading up here. This is how I typically teach all of my friends and everybody else that wants to learn how to triple portal. We're going to start off with the side strafing. Most important part of triple portaling, in my opinion. So what you're going to do to practice this is you're actually going to take a portal and you're place it up high on the wall, as high up as you can get it. Same thing on the other side, wherever your two walls meet. And you're going to actually jump into your portal. As you see, I'm not touching the ground, like I said before. You don't touch the ground while triple portaling. Sometimes you do have to step out pretty far out of your portals to hit the next wall, but in this case, we don't have to worry about that. Yet again, not touching it. The portal is acting like my floor. Okay, that's what I'm standing in. I'm standing in my portal. What you're going to do is you're going to practice. You're going to strafe A and D, or use your sticks, to strafe back and forth between your portals. You want to figure out how hard you can press your A and D keys and for how long you can press your A and D keys or push your stick side to side, okay? The faster that you can strafe in and out of each colored portal, the better. Without falling out, of course. If you fall out, you're probably going to end up dying in a match, okay? I'd recommend coming in and practicing this tactic here for about 3 minutes before you join an actual match for the day. See, you fall out, you learn. The human brain learns better when there's negative consequences. Falling out of your portal and having to jump back in is a negative consequence, alright? So, practice strafing in and out of your portals between the two different colors. You should be able to go pretty quick without any kind of stutter, as you see here, alright? Then what you want to do is you always want to look to the side, not straight out, right? Just focus on facing to the side for right now, okay? This will always show you what color portal you want to shoot next, because if you're in your purple, you have to shoot your yellow. If you're in your yellow, you have to shoot your purple, alright? So, the strafing in and out here, just staying put, is to build muscle memory for A and D. It's also a good habit to get your W and S strafing. Look straight through, W and S, back and forth. This will come into play when we're talking about portal rotations, which I'll get into later in the advanced stuff. So, if we're in our yellow portal or our purple, doesn't matter which, we can start off with. I'm going to start off my yellow. This is where we start to learn how to triple portal. So once you get your strafing down, you're going to look to the next wall. Remember what colored portal you're standing in. So I'm standing in yellow. I'm going to shoot my purple to the next available wall. And I'm going to strafe through, just like we were practicing. Yet again, I'm in my purple, I'm going to shoot my yellow to the next wall, and I'm going to strafe through. Find another wall. Yet again, I can always see that yellow portal, that colored portal that I'm looking at. I can always see it if I'm looking to the side. I can't if I'm standing here, or if I'm looking this direction. So I'm going to shoot the next color portal, shoot the next color portal, I can look up here. There's a wall. I can shoot the next color portal. Same thing. Over and over and over again. Doesn't matter. If I can reach it. There we go. It doesn't matter where you go, really. As you said, I just fell out. But it doesn't matter where you go. Just start getting that alternation down. That's what we started to go over in the beginner lessons. Alternating your portal colors back and forth. You should have that down at this point. Being able to alternate them back and forth is very important when it comes to triple portaling, because that's all you're doing. All right. So the main key features of this that you want to practice is your strafing up high on the wall, back and forth between your portals, then alternating your portal colors, transitioning down through. Right? Just feel for it, guys. You want to get that muscle memory built up as much as you possibly can. And that's it, guys. That's triple portaling in its basics. Very simple, but at the same time, if you see other people do it, you don't really comprehend what's going on until somebody talks to you about it or somebody tells you about it. So I hope that helped. I hope that gave you guys some stuff to practice. We're going to kind of float into the first category of portaling here. At this point. So what you guys were just witnessing me doing while I was triple portaling around the map is what I call portal traversing, okay? Portal traversing, in its essence, is traveling or triple portaling around the map in a very non-linear format. You don't have a specified path. You can look all around you, find a new direction to travel. It doesn't matter. This is portal traversing, okay? There is another category of portaling which I will get into a little bit here, but the main type of portaling that you're going to be using 90% of the time is portal traversing. You need to be good, and this is where map knowledge comes in. You need to know where your portal walls are. You need to know which spawn is where. You need to know your callouts, weapon spawns, etc. to be able to rotate. Hey, somebody is low on SMG. Okay, got you. SMG's right here. So I can rotate down here. Hey, somebody is really low on blue AR. Okay, got you. I'm going to rotate up to blue AR. There it is, right there. Somebody's lit on sniper. Hey, I can peek that. Right? So portal walls and portal traversing is what's going to get you to callouts very quickly. This is pretty much what you're going to see everybody doing, especially when they have a bat in their hand and they are just running you down using portals. They're portal traversing, trying to follow you as much as they possibly can. So keep that in mind. Portal traversing is traveling the map from point A to point B in a very non-linear format. And now we will step in. I'm going to actually switch up maps here because Foxtrot does not actually have a portal rotation, which is the second half of the intermediate side of things, okay? Alright, y'all, thank you for joining me on the second part of triple portaling, our intermediate section here. So we are on the map Simulation Bravo at this point. This is one of the maps where you will see a portal rotation be used constantly in the higher level gameplay. Pretty much all of the higher level players know these rotations already, and we use them very effectively. Rotations are traveling the map, so just it's basically traversing's counterpart. It's traveling the map from point A to point B, or mostly from spawn to spawn, in a very linear format, okay? Whereas traversing is traveling the map, or point A to point B, in a non-linear format. So portal rotations are typically used to pull away from enemies, are used to get a reload off, or to regain health, or to rotate back to a teammate who's respawning in. Okay, those are typically like the four main things that people are going to use portal rotations for, and you're going to see why here very soon. So here on Bravo, I spawned in right here on this map. The other two players would typically spawn in here. This spawn is where you typically start off your rotation. Most of the time, these two teammates are going to end up taking that back wall right there in order to drop down to red spawn. So on Bravo, there's only two colored spawns, blue and red, as you can tell by the red color up there. But here, when they take those top portals up on that wall, you're not going to have space to portal. You're either going to have to go through one of theirs, or you're going to have to take a bottom rotation. So here's how we pull off the bottom rotations to meet up with our team on the other side of the map. So we're going to start off by shooting our portal, our destination portal, to this wall. Yet again, turning and placing our entrance portal to a wall that is closest to us. This is where the W and S strafing comes into play, right? Sometimes we have to walk straight into our portals without falling out to get off the triple portal. So we walk straight in, we're going to triple portal to the wall right in front of us. Rotations, as I said, it's a linear format, so all of the walls are going to be right in front of us for the most part. So I'm going to shoot my next portal to this wall. Because of how this map's underbelly is shaped, we actually have to turn to our right when we come through this portal in order to get to our next wall. So we're going to triple portal this, but we're going to back strafe with S through this portal and make a 90-degree right-hand turn. So we're going to turn to the right and strafe. We're already looking at the next wall. You guys should know how to triple portal at this point, so we're going to triple portal, yellow portal here, so we're going to place our purple, and we're going to strafe through. Yet again, linear format. So we're looking at the next wall we need to go to, next wall, next wall. Rule of thumb when learning to triple portal is if you ever find yourself facing a corner, I want to say 99% of the time, especially when doing rotations, if you find yourself facing a corner, do not portal to the wall that's closest to you like that. That's not your next wall to go to. If you're facing a corner, you need to make a 180-degree turn 99% of the time in order to go to where you want to go to. So I'm going to do a 180-degree turn. There's our next portal wall. I'm going to place the portal, and we're now in red spawn. That's the full rotation. I'm going to show you the exact same thing a little bit faster now, all right? So we're going to pop off, step through, triple portal, 90-degree turn, back step, portal, 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 corner, 180-degree turn, portal up to the spawn. We're in blue spawn now. All right. Now, as I said, this is used for a couple different things. One of the major things that I use it for is to get off reloads or gain health. So when doing this, you can actually go pretty quick when you get that muscle memory down and you understand that strafing in and out of your portals very quickly. You can get it down pat and you can move pretty fast across the map. Now you can pick up this rotation anywhere in the map. Doesn't matter where. So I can pop down here. Yet again, if I'm facing a corner, I'm going to turn 180 degrees. I'm going to place my next portal, continue the rotation, and I'm in the spawn. You can pick up that rotation anywhere. It's just about map knowledge and understanding where you are in the map at that given time that you're going to start your rotation. Okay? So definitely play around with the maps. Play around with this rotation indefinitely. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to show you a couple other rotations here real quick, as well as a breakdown. And because there's only I think there's 4 maps. There's Bravo is one, which has the longest rotation. Golf, Charlie, and Echo are the 4 simulation maps that actually have rotations. If the other maps have them, I've never truly found them, or they're not clean rotations as Bravo is. So we're going to jump over. I'm going to show you guys the Golf rotation, the Echo rotation, and then the Charlie rotation. And then from Charlie, we're going to step into the more advanced stuff. So advanced players, if you guys want to just skip to the advanced stuff and figure out these rotations by yourself, I'm going to put the annotation down in the video now, and you can skip on ahead to that. If not, stick around. Let's learn some rotations. Alright guys, so we are here on Simulation Echo now. I'm going to show you this rotation because it is the most useless rotation that Splitgate has to offer on any map. This rotation, unlike all the other rotations, is not to get from one spawn to another. It's actually to clear dangerous hallways that people like to camp in 24/7. So in fact, I am going to end up right back here in blue spawn when I do this rotation from blue side. So how we're going to start this off, I believe you can do it starting on this wall, but it's best to start on this one here, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to actually toss our destination portal, and we're going to run up through. Yet again, we're going to use our W and S strafing, come on through here, and our next wall is right in front of us. Same thing as Bravo, we're going to back strafe and 90-degree turn to our right-hand side. We're going to place our next portal, side strafe, we're going to place our next portal, corner, we're going to turn 180 degrees, and we're going to place our next portal back up into the spawn. This hallway is very dangerous. People like to camp in this corner and this corner, so this portal rotation allows you to gain a peek Peak advantage because I can strafe into the portal, shoot, I can shoot through the portal, etc. Or if I really want to confuse somebody, I'm actually going to do the full rotation, and I'm going to shoot through the portal. I can turn around and shoot them from here. Okay? So, all in all, it's a very helpful rotation. As I started off by saying, I think you can do it from this side. We're going to come through. And you're actually going to step through on the side here like this. You're going to come through. Corner, so you're going to turn around. Boom, boom. And from here, you can either rotate back up into spawn, or you can pop your portal up top, 90-degree turn, and you can come into red spawn here. Yet again, that's kind of mixing in portal rotations into portal traversing a little bit, but you get the picture on how helpful it can be to get from one side to the other or clear out those bottom hallways. Alright guys, so go ahead and practice that one more time. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to come through, pop, 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 and you're going to pop back up into your spawn, and that's all she wrote. You can also do this from the other side. I'm just going to show you that real quick, might as well. So you spawn over here, you can do that same rotation. Whew. My aim wasn't so bad, but it's the same exact thing on either side, but you're going to end up back in the same spawn that you started from. Alright guys? Cool. We're going to move on to the next map now, Golf. Alright guys, welcome to Simulation Golf. This is my absolute favorite simulation map because there's so many things that you can actually do on this map that you can't do on others, that this map just opens up a whole realm of possibilities, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the golf rotation. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to actually start off by looking down low. The rotations, as you'll find, are typically, on maps with multiple levels, are always down low. So we're going to start off, big wall here. We're going to sidestep our portal. Yet again, don't fall out. You should already know how to strafe properly. Yet again, rotation, so we're always looking at the next wall. So we're going to pop our portal here, pop our portal here, pop another one here. We're facing a corner, 180-degree turn. Pop our next one here, and we look up. This is where we can start going into portal traversing to reset this rotation. This is a really good map to practice rotations on because we can pop up here. Yet again, technical corner, so we're going to turn around 180 degrees. Next one, we can go down. We can start our rotation all over again. 1, 2, 3, corner, 180-degree turn, pop up, right? And we can just keep fluently moving throughout the map on our rotation. I'm going to show you guys this one real quick, nice and fast, so you guys can understand the premise of this here. This can be done from both sides, so bear in mind it's the exact same thing on both sides. So we're going to come through, and we can pop up here to get this BR or to contest the other person's spawn from up top. Alrighty? Don't ever neglect on this map, by the way, a quicker way, if you're not doing the rotation, when you spawn in, to actually jump around this box, look up, and to just triple portal to look down into their spawn. Don't ever neglect that. It is a very helpful tool whenever you need to. Alright guys, we're going to move on to the next map here so I can show you the last and final rotation that at least I know of on any simulation maps, Charlie. Alright guys, we are back. We are here over at Simulation Charlie now. So I'm going to just get right off with this and start saying this. Charlie is one of the few maps that has multiple rotations on it. There's a top rotation and a bottom rotation, although the bottom rotation is the one that's used more readily. People tend to use it a lot more. Charlie is also the more simple rotation out of all of the rotations on each map. So just keep in mind that depending on the spawn you spawn in, you have to turn different directions. The easiest way to remember this is whatever. So here in blue spawn, this big wall, the closest wall to me is on my left-hand side. So I'm actually going to have to do a 180-degree turn through my entrance portal. So we're going to start off by doing that here. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, because that right there is a corner. So we're going to do a 180-degree turn as we come through, and we're just going to triple portal it just like every other rotation right up into red spawn. Alright, simple enough. I'm going to do that again. Here from red spawn, you're going to have to turn to the right to do your 180-degree turn. You turn to the right, portal, 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 and you're up in blue spawn right here. Same thing pretty much for up top. It's basically the exact same thing, just smaller walls. So we're going to pop our portal up top, come through, 180-degree turn. We got a next wall here. Step a little bit further out for this one, pop a next portal, pop our next portal. Bear in mind, you end on the same wall as the person doing the bottom rotation. So if you're not careful and you're not communicating with your team, you guys are going to butt heads on that, and you guys are going to end up portal blocking one another. So make sure you're communicating. Now, Charlie's rotation can also be done from the middle because there's a wall straight ahead of you. So you can pop a portal here. This one you don't have to do a 180-degree turn for. You just have to look to the left, portal, portal, portal. Same thing, you're still ending on the same wall as your other teammates, so make sure that you're communicating and telling each other where you're going to go. As for spawning here in the middle, if you want to go to the top, your best case situation is to come up here, turn around 180 degrees, and just look to an open wall available to you, whether that be to here and look to the enemy spawn, or whether that be here to kill somebody that's looking up this ramp. Alright? So guys, that is pretty much it for the intermediate portion of our triple portaling and our portaling tutorial as a whole. I appreciate you guys sticking with me on it. I hope you guys learned something. Make sure that you guys remember to practice your side strafing in between your portals. Place your portals up high on each wall and strafe between them while you're standing in it. Make sure you practice alternating the portal color as you're triple portaling. And make sure you practice the two different categories of portaling, which is portal traversing, traveling the map in a non-linear format, and portal rotations, traveling the map in a very linear format. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the advanced portion. Alright guys, welcome to the advanced portaling tutorial. So what we're going to actually step into here now, I expect that anybody who's watching this portion has already done some serious work with their triple portaling. They already know the mechanics of it, and they can do it very, very well in their first try every time. They know the maps, they know what they're doing with triple portaling, they know how to alternate portals, etc, etc. So if you don't know how to do that again, backtrack this video, go watch my other steps, and come back when you guys are ready. This is a very advanced mechanic. In fact, it's actually a glitch in the game, but the devs have said directly, or for what I've heard, they're not removing this from the game. They are leaving it in as a portaling mechanic to see what the players can do with it. So as a content creator, it is my job to put this information out there, and I expect to start seeing this in a lot of tournament gameplay very soon. I expect to see a lot more people doing this, whether it be casual matches, ranked matches, because it is a very, very powerful tool. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff here, a few things, I wouldn't say a whole bunch, but we're going to talk about this new mechanic, and we're going to talk about some ins and outs of portaling within combat, okay? So first things first, we're going to start off by explaining why triple portaling is very bad within combat, alright? Triple portaling is typically used, as you probably figured out, to get from one map to another, from one side of the map to the other, or to get behind an enemy decently quick, or to rotate to your teammate to pick up a gun, etc. Well, the bad thing is with triple portaling, if you were to triple portal up to this spawn from down low after you've done the rotation, and there's somebody standing over at AR and you want to portal behind them, and you portal behind them here, as of right now in this spawn, that person has two different targets they can shoot at because I'm standing right in front of my portal. Now, a smart player is just going to sidestep their portal, but some people don't, and they just shoot somebody in the back. But technically speaking, as of right now, that person could be shooting at my yellow portal in order to be able to kill me. So they can either shoot at me directly, or they can shoot at my yellow portal to kill me. So they have two targets on the field in front of them right now. The mechanic that we are going to discuss is actually going to eliminate this from the equation. They will only have one target to shoot at. So we're going to get into that here. So triple portaling. As you guys know, you have to alternate your portal colors. What we're going to be talking about here is called portal ripping, where you actually rip your portal out from you. But I'm going to show you guys how to do this in a way that makes sense. You've probably done it to yourself by accident and didn't even realize what happened. This is going to teach you a lot about the game and how it can be used. So here's how we're going to get into this. What I'm going to do is we're going to actually turn our entrance portal into what we call an anchor portal for portal ripping. So this portal is never going to leave Sector 1 blue spawn. It will never leave this wall from this position. In order to portal rip, you're going to want your anchor portal down as close to the wall down as close to the floor as possible. You do not want to be falling out of this portal ever. So here's how we do this. Just like we're starting to triple portal, we're going to come here and we're going to do the Charlie rotation, as you guys should all know it by now. In triple portaling, I would typically toss my purple portal to this wall to get here. But portal ripping, I'm actually going to toss my yellow portal to this wall. And while I toss my yellow portal to this wall, I'm actually going to step back into my purple before my yellow portal makes contact with this wall. So it looks something like this. Just watch the right-hand half of the screen here, and you're going to actually look through the portal and see it change. So I'm going to sidestep and shoot. Now we're up here in the middle. Purple portal is still in sector 1, but my yellow portal has actually moved. We're going to do that one more time here. And now we're all the way across. Yet again, we're going to sidestep up into the spawn. Now we're up in red spawn. So we got yellow portal up in red spawn, and we got our purple portal still in blue. Only shot the yellow portal the entire time. This can be done with both colored portals. It doesn't matter, it's just whichever one you feel more comfortable with, truthfully. As I was talking about beforehand, where triple portaling, if you have 2 portals open, technically speaking, you've opened yourself up. Somebody has 2 different targets that they can shoot at. With portal ripping, you've completely negated that. So here, we're going to actually be able to portal to this wall. With portal ripping, if I can get my timing down. I apologize, the timing is difficult, so make sure that you're paying attention. The closer you all are to a wall, the harder it's going to be. So the line that you want to walk on is where you see everything is a little fuzzy. You want to walk slowly forward, and you want to find that line where it gets clear as soon as you step through their portal. That's going to be the easiest for you. So I can portal to this wall. I can portal... See? Look at that. I can portal down to this wall. I can portal back. And yet again, I can portal over here. And, you know, if somebody is standing here in the middle, and I portal over here, I can just take shots at them. I can portal rip here. I can take shots from them again. I can... See if I can get the timing down. I can take shots here, etc. I can take shots again here. Basically, it's portal peeking while switching portals against them with only using one. So you only have one target available for them to shoot at 24/7. And at any point in time, you can pop out of this portal and start taking shots wherever you need to take shots at. Definitely effective, and you can also alternate it here. So I can portal rip to this wall, and let's say they start running down there, I can triple portal after them, take a side step down. Doesn't matter where they go, I can always get to them, whether it be triple portaling to portal ripping, it doesn't matter. So this is very effective. The other use of triple portaling would be, hey, you want this SMG, but it doesn't come up for another 15 seconds, right? You can place your anchor portal here, you can place your ripping portal here, and you can rip around the map. Yet again, timing impeccable, I promise. You can portal rip around the map as much as you see fit. Take a fight if you need to, right? And then as soon as that SMG comes up, it's yours. Engage a new fight, or start triple portaling around the map. Start hitting up your rotation. Start rotating back to your teammates. Okay, so these are a couple of things that portal ripping are going to be used for more than likely, and we're going to see it applied in a whole bunch of different ways as people start getting more proficient with it. As you see, I'm still learning how to do it. I haven't yet to take it into a match successfully, at least. But hopefully we will get there. We will see this become a true mechanic, and people are going to start utilizing it just like they're utilizing triple portaling at this point in time. Guys, that pretty much covers all of my portaling tutorial at this point. You guys have learned everything there really is to learn up to this point in Splitgate on portaling and how to do it. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I can give everybody the tools on how to portal. I can show you guys how it's done. I cannot take those tools and sharpen them for you. It is up to you to go into a private match before you actually enter a game and practice these tips that I've given you, sharpen these tools, figure out how you can use them to your ability, get your skills sharpened up so that you're ready to bring it into a match, and that you can do it effectively. It's not on me, it's on you at this point. So take the initiative. If you guys want to use these mechanics, you have to take the time to practice it. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell. Get notified when we post more content. We have a whole bunch more coming for you soon. Thanks guys for showing up. Have a great day. Peace.
I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion.
Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock it low.